Yeah. Talking Beards, episode 386. Did you know that tonight we're going to talk about Whiskers for Warriors? Which, I think his name is Justin. I don't know. The thing went away.
No, yeah, Justin's not the guest. Logan's the guest.
Logan? My bad. Did you know we're going to talk about Dad Bods and Beards? Did you know that Sean may or may not be on the screen when we come back on because he may be invisible?
He may be.
Sean's here.
Look, John's here.
John's here.
Did you know we're going to talk about Whiskers for Warriors tonight with Logan Peterson? He is going to be here. He may be in
Dad Bods and Beards.
He may be here. He may be live from his car. Who knows? Tune in and find out. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And Natalie's gonna eat tacos and try to talk on the microphone at the same time. It's gonna be amazing.
You want to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it, Sean.
Yes. Let's go.
Talking Beards.
Talking Beards, the podcast.
Welcome all you beard lovers to our podcast where we try weird things to eat, play some trivia, chat about life, and who knows, maybe even talk about beard stuff too. Now it's time to meet your host, Aaron D. Johnston, and Sean Big Sexy Glander. And as always, behind the scenes is producer Natalie.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody in Talking Beards world? Welcome back, or we're back. Welcome.
We are. We're back.
Listen, did
Welcome
you know
us back.
That,
hello, everybody.
That Shape the Podcast is glad we're back from a week off? Did you know that? Yeah. So
I'm happy to hear that.
I'm happy that you're happy. Shape the Podcast. I'm happy to be back. We've got an exciting episode tonight. Once again, talking about a upcoming beard competition. This one a little different. This is going to be Whiskers for Warriors down in Florida. Where's it? Fort something. Yeah, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Some social media people are putting this one on with like millions of followers, and it's I don't know. It's liable to be a giant thing because social media and presence and, you know, people with abilities to reach out to millions of people. What's up, Bruno? But
it is going to be a slobber knocker for sure.
It is going to be a slobber knocker. That's
That's
exactly what all the kids are saying.
Yes.
Oh, dadgummit. I didn't put the picture in here. But yeah, so yeah, we're back. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm over here. What's up, Sean Glander? How you doing, buddy?
I'm Sean Glander over here. Big Sexy. If you are going by my freaking name that we started the product off of, look at that. There you go.
This is your birth name right here.
No, not birth name. Not by any means. No,
it is.
No, that right is here. Sean. I'm Sean. So I only know because I've had to obtain my birth certificate to get different forms of ID over the years, and it says Sean. It doesn't say Big Sexy. I was just as shocked as you were, to be honest with you.
Petersen.
Yeah.
Petersen.
Are we talking about Logan?
Yes. Logan Peterson.
Yes.
That is correct.
Correct.
So now that we have Dino Minnesota Life and Living channel, I want to bring this up because I really want to know. Oh, did I misspell Peterson in the thing?
Oh, okay.
That was it. S-E-N.
You threw Aaron for a loop on that.
Man, so yep, there it is. So I was definitely looking through everything, and I was like, because you posted this, it's in, and so I replied in ? And I was looking, I was like, where did I misspell? But there it is. I spelled Peterson, not Petersen. Dadgummit. Well, I mean, I guess we just delete the show and start over, Sean.
Spell check for the win again.
Dadgummit. Oh well, thank you, Dino, for pointing that out, and I will make a point to apologize to Logan Peterson when he hops on. Oh my gosh, and there he is. He's so beautiful. Anyway, so how was your weekend, Sean?
Fabulous, actually.
My
weekend was so great. I did nothing. Like literally, I tried to do as much of nothing as I possibly could. Got to the lake finally in the first time in a little while. You know, of course, I had a couple wild weekends there. First weekend was I guess nobody really had an update about my last weekend, but first update, or I mean, the first weekend before that was going to watch Aaron become a world champion. So that was pretty cool. Two-time world champion. Sorry, I only got to see one. So,
well, you got to see the number 2.
Yes.
You weren't even in bearding when I got my first one. That's how long ago it was. Right. You were into steroids and weightlifting back then.
Totally. That's it. That's all I did. Like 24/7 and ate 4 chickens a day. That's it. That's pretty much it. But then, yes, then the second weekend was in the hospital with my mom. But that's on the up and up. Everything's heading in the right direction there. So that's good. And then this weekend was the lake. So the lake was a lot of pontoon time, a lot of the porch rocker time, a lot of just doing nothing. So that was pretty cool. I was very happy with that. Today we came back from the lake this morning, and that makes for a long day when you head to work from an hour out. But,
that's tough having to drive an hour to work. I mean,
right.
I can't even imagine having to do that. Oh man, it's terrible. I hate that.
But you weren't coming from a little trailer cabin at the lake. There, you were at home. You either shower the night before or first thing in the morning. You know, I mean, so I had
first
to get home
in the morning.
early
It's part of my wake up ritual.
Yeah. You what?
It's part of my wake up ritual. Is having to take a shower at 4:00 in the morning. It's awesome.
Well, you kind of just have to take a shower when you get up in the morning, right? So I had to drive home and take a shower because it's just easier than in my cabin. So
you should just jumped in the lake before you left.
I should have. I could have came lake fresh to work today, and that would have been pretty
lake fresh. You would have been able to buy all the cars then. You're like, that Sean guy, you got
Lake Mojo. That's how you buy the cars at AutoNation. So come sell me your car at AutoNation because I'll buy that.
Well, I'm glad you had some good lake weekend time. That's good.
And then today we got a new dishwasher delivered. So
congratulations. That's some adulting winning right there. New dishwasher.
Well, the kids pretty much said they're not going to do dishes again if the top rack keeps falling down onto the bottom rack. So I said, let's fix it.
Problem solved.
We did. We fixed it with a delivery.
Nice.
But
did they install it and everything?
Oh no, it's on my carport. In my carport.
Oh, you didn't even get it installed?
No, because that would have been me having to make time to be here to uninstall the other one and have it ready to go, which I didn't. I spent the weekend at the lake, so I will do it myself.
Alan Eckert wants a lake fresh balm scent, just so you know.
Lake fresh balm scent. We could do that. We could totally do that.
We could do that.
Absolutely. We'll get the extra fish in there and everything. But that was me. How about you? What'd you do?
Oh my gosh. So we'll take a step back before I start on my day. So we went to Universal and Epic last weekend, which was epic, right? So it was Natalie's birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, Natalie.
Happy belated again.
Yeah. And so Friday we went to Epic because that's what she wanted to do. And it just so happened to be the hottest day in Orlando for the year. And that was super exciting. She chose the best day to do that.
I feel like Saturday was hotter.
Well, at the time, it was the hottest day, Friday. So I think it got up to like 95, but the heat index was like 107, something like that. So super good. We spent 13 straight hours there. We got there at 9 o'clock in the morning. We left at 10 o'clock at night. We rode everything. We ate Pizza Moon, and Natalie's allergies did not like Pizza Moon, which was a setback for the day. And but she got to adopt a dragon.
Okay. What's Pizza Moon?
What do you think Pizza Moon is? It's a
Oh,
pizza
come on.
place.
If I'd have known what Pizza Moon was, I wouldn't ask you right now what it is.
There's a restaurant inside of Epic called Pizza Moon, and they sell pizza.
That's it. Like,
But it's epic pizza.
But it's Epic Pizza because it's there, and Pizza Moon.
so that just means it costs a lot more than other pizzas.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much. I mean, it's
Yeah,
really
okay.
for being
I got
theme
ya.
park pizza. It's really wasn't that bad, but price wise. But apparently, a lot of onion in the sauce. It's yeah. So there's
I'm
there's that.
surprised Natalie's even trying pizza sauce out there in the wild. I really am.
I wanted Pizza Moon, and she went for it, and it was
She
a fail.
is a trooper.
She don't stop. But
Like allergic to it, I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah.
I learned where to find the first aid kit.
we found where
Lieutenant.
Benadryl is stored at Epic. We found that.
She has
so,
an onion EpiPen, and she just jabs it right into her gut when she.
Yep, as she's eating it.
Mm.
So yeah, that was our Friday. Just epic all day long. Just exhaustion. We were in the heat. It was good, man. But Saturday we were going to go to Universal, but we did some other things in the morning, so we just kind of had a free day and bebopped around. And then we went to an escape room with Justin and his family, and Justin did a really good job holding the door open. And
That's good.
we got out with like 20 minutes to spare, so that's good. I should have posted that picture in here. I never think about like posting pictures in here. But yeah, we did. It was awesome. We had a really, really good time and a lot of fun doing that with the Cheathams. And then Sunday we went and had breakfast in Harry Potter World because that's what Natalie wanted to do. She did some spells with her hot new wand. We rode a couple rides, and then we drove 6 hours home from Universal, and it was sad. But we got to listen to the race all the way home, and that was good. But it's always sad leaving and going back to the real world. And then Monday morning, I woke up and worked from home, which was all right. Yesterday was pretty chill. But this morning, woke up, going outside, had a flat tire in the Lexus.
In the Lexus?
Right. Yeah. I ran a nail over, apparently. Was awesome. Well, great thing I wanted to do at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I pumped up my tire, put my little tank and compressor in the back of the car and drove to work, did my meeting thing and pumped up my tire. Then I went into work. So where I work, I have to walk like a quarter mile from the parking lot to my office just because it's, lengthy and, security and stuff. Got in the gate.
Secure, I mean, as every Twinkie factory should be.
Yeah, every Twinkie factory. And then I got in the gate, left my computer and my backpack in the car. So then I had to turn around and walk all the way back to the car, get my backpack.
So your mind was on a flat tire.
Dude, it was awful. And then we got in. We actually had a decent amount of work. So that was all right. And knocked all that out. And came home and went and took Natalie to a doctor's appointment and then dropped her off. And then I took the tire off the Lexus because I wasn't going to have time to, just sit and wait with it. Dropped it off at a tire place. And they're like, yeah, it'll be ready in like less than an hour. I'm like, cool. I got a doctor's appointment I got to go to because of my foot. And I'll be back. And I came back in 2 hours and it was not done. It was
That's what I was about to say. That was not
awesome.
happening, right?
Super thrilling. And so then I got her Taco Bell. Then I came home. I took a nap and I woke up and I was like, I'm going to go get my tire. And I went and got my tire, put it back together. And then we're doing Talking Beards. The end.
Look at that. It happened.
But man, it started out rocky this morning. It was not good. It was not good. But
nope, that sounds terrible, but it all came to a silver lining.
It is a silver lining now. We have Sean Glander. We have a special guest who is eagerly waiting to talk about Whiskers for Warriors. Are you ready to do this, Sean?
I am.
Man, so let's
don't
get
forget
this.
don't forget to add the EN.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be a huge topic of conversation. I can't wait. Logan's going to be pumped about that. So here we go. So live from Utah, somewhere. We'll find out exactly where, because we're going to get his address and everything, because that's what Logan loves to do. Yeah, here we go. We're going to talk to Logan Peterson. What's up, my friend?
Hey,
man, you look good.
Thanks, man.
It's
all filters and lighting.
Look at that stack.
I need your
Good
filter.
Lord.
My gosh. Anyway,
If forgive me, I just moved into a new office, so I don't have any of my cool backdrops and stuff yet. So
it looks very professional and it's like a futuristic version of Sean's closet.
I have no backdrop. None. This is my closet.
I still got to get all my acoustics up in here because it's probably, I don't know if it's echoing, but
It's not
a
bad.
little bit echoing, but
but
it's not. It's fine.
Well, I better not. I paid enough for this freaking microphone. I better not echo. So
It is.
Oh, man,
it
it's
is
echoing
sounding
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah.
No worries there.
Yeah, so you got stuck in a little bit of traffic. How you made it out alive though, huh?
I'm not a Utah native. I grew up in Northern California, and I'm used to traffic. Like California, everybody's bumper to bumper, but everybody's doing 80.
Right.
Here in Utah, holy cow, nobody knows how to drive.
So
Nobody
where
knows how
are you
to
at in
drive.
Utah?
So I live. I mean, what's your references? I guess. Like, what is Utah? Like, what do you know in Utah?
Salt
And
Lake
then
and Ogden. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So I'm like 40 minutes south of Salt Lake.
Okay,
Right.
so
I'm
you're
like-
south of Salt Lake.
Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes north of the BYU college that everybody loves. I don't really care about BYU football or anything like that, and then about 40 minutes south of Salt Lake, and
And you're 40 minutes closer to Vegas than Salt Lake is, so that's good.
Vegas is just, I mean, it's like 5 hours from where
Isn't
I'm at.
it? Yeah, is that what it is?
You could rip over there pretty quick. So
That'd be dangerous. If I was 5
I
hours
couldn't
from
do
Vegas,
that.
I'd be there every weekend. Just
yeah, I mean, that's the nice thing is that, like, with as intense cold as it can get here at times, you can just you can go hit southern Utah or Nevada and be out of it.
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
when
Yeah.
it gets cold here, I can't go west and get it any better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. That works in my book.
But yeah, no, I'm just in so I'm we've been here in Utah for about 8 years. I followed work out here and then got into social media about 4 years ago, and then went with that and podcasting full time at the beginning of this year. So it's been a fun ride.
So you're just full-time podcaster now, huh?
Full time social media podcasting, and then I do social media consulting now. I kind of help people find their voice in social media and help them, grow and all that stuff. And yeah, so I just a lot of camera footage and a lot of no shame and putting stuff out there.
What was your job? What were you doing for work before you started to just stay into social media?
I did commercial excavation and trucking. So I was a logistics and fleet manager for a commercial excavation company. We did everything, all the toys you grew up wanting to play with as a kid. I got to do that for quite a few years, and then
That's so cool.
yeah, I put a ridiculous amount of miles on a big old F-350, towing machines everywhere and telling other adults how to be adults. And
Right. I hear you.
I've got some hidden gray hair under here from all that. So
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah.
got some hidden gray hair in mine.
just
as
some
well.
just a couple,
You
just a
can barely
couple,
see
right?
Barely.
But-
So you already had the beard, I assume, with that line of work. Was that like
oh yeah, no, I've been growing. I mean, I've always been able to grow a pretty thick beard, obviously, but I didn't really start growing it out until probably 6-7 years ago.
Hmm.
But
And then
then,
and you kind of
Yeah.
keep it at this length? Is that pretty well where it usually is?
it's kind of I'm kind of a sinner in the beard world. I grow it out to shave it off, and I make it kind of the big deal on social media, and then we make a big stink out of it and do a bunch of transition videos, get a ridiculous amount of views on it, and figured out some ways to do it for a good cause, which is what we're doing with Whiskers for Warriors and all that stuff. So it
Well-
grows so fast. If I sneeze, it grows like
You're shaving off at this event?
August 9th. It's coming off the whole
Dang.
thing.
and you're going to do a bunch of crazy videos. And man, you know what? You should probably do that for a living. It sounds like you've kind of got it figured out. That's
good. I mean, it's kind of like it works sometimes. It depends on if they change the algorithm and how they want to pay, because they love to, the social media platforms love to change the rules on you overnight,
and then you got to relearn tips and tricks and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the biggest tip is don't try to be like anybody else. Just be yourself. And it's going to go through bits where things are working, and then there's times where things aren't. And respect your audience, whether you got 100 followers or you got 100,000 followers. People are giving you their time, so respect it. So I like that kind of my philosophy. And a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I only have X amount of followers." I'm like, "Well, imagine if you were standing on a stage and that many people were looking at you like, say something, dummy." You probably 100 people. 100 people is a big room.
So, I mean that's a good perspective, really. I mean, you're standing in a room with 100 people. It's gonna. I mean,
most big motivational speakers, most of them, biggest rooms they're in, 20, 30,000 people. And on social media, we view that as like, oh yeah, you got a pretty decent following. Now you got people that they pack arenas, and the arenas are only a couple tens of thousands. So it's a weird perspective, right? With social media, everyone thinks. So my big thing is respect your platform. If you got people who are listening, people who are sending you messages, try hard to be present for them. I fail at that a lot of time too. So,
well, obviously you're doing something right. Clearly, right?
Thanks. We're trying.
You've got a decent following and stuff. So what? Let's get there, and then we'll get into your competition. What got you started doing that? Like, what was your what started that whole thing? Right? Like everybody, you already had a Facebook and stuff like that, like every normal human being. But then it's like, what was this is my jam.
Yeah.
Right?
I should have, I always tell everybody I should have started during the pandemic, because I was always like, TikTok's dumb. And then after the pandemic, I was like, oh, I'll mess around with it. My little sister posted one of the dumb dance trends, and she got like 30,000 views with like one or two videos. And I was like, wow. And then she was kind of talking it up a little bit. And then me being competitive with my little sister, I was like, I bet you I can make a video and get it to 50,000 views before you. And she's like, okay, you're on. I took it way seriously. She did not. And then made one or two funny videos. And then that serotonin button got pushed when someone's like, hey, cool beard. Hey, you're funny. Like, hey, I like this. And then it steamrolled from there. Then I made a couple other ones. I did some blue collar humor kind of at that time. And then that's actually kind of where I found the beard community. I didn't even know it was like a thing on social media and on YouTube and all that stuff. That's how I got connected with Tyson, with Copper Johns. He's here in Utah. We met up at the Great American that was up here at Snowbird. That's where he and I met.
Yeah, I met y'all up there.
Yeah, that's right. And that's where I don't know if you remember, I took second in mine because the guy above me trimmed his beard the night before to drop down, because he was going to get, I guess he went to the pre-party and saw his competition and decided to go down on a couple notches. So,
hey man, it's a competition, right?
I know.
You gotta do what you gotta do to put yourself in the right position to win.
Oh yeah. And I was hooked from there. Started doing more beard stuff on there, started doing more social media, like fun stuff. And then we won't go too far into this, but I did kind of a vulnerable post around my birthday one year, about almost 4 years ago, where I talked about my struggles with mental health and mental illness being I have bipolar. And so I kind of uncapped that and got some really awesome responses from a lot of guys being like, hey, I struggle with things like this too. And there's not a lot of guys that talk about this kind of stuff. And then just finding my friendship with Tyson and realizing that, like, hey, this is weird when you find a buddy when you're in your 30s and 40s that it feels like you're in high school. And we did some YouTube lives with Copper Johns and a few other things. And we got some good responses of like, hey, you guys should start a podcast. That would be really fun. Kicked that around for a while. All the meantime, I started kind of transitioning to like, hey, I wonder if I should follow this niche on, humor and relatability and stuff around mental health. And that's when it really kicked off. That's when I really found my voice, really found the authentic vein to kind of follow. And it's funny, I went to my father-in-law and I was like, he's a really good friend more than he is my father-in-law. And I was like, hey, me and Tyson are going to start podcasts. And he's like, every middle-aged white guy has a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, that's
and I was like,
accurate.
Right. I mean, he's not wrong. And he just goes, he's like, what are you going to do? You're going to call it Dad Bods and Beards? And I was like, actually, that's not a bad title. And we ran with it.
Solid.
And now he wears our shirts and our hats and he's a huge supporter. And
That's rad.
So, but we just kind of started talking about whatever. And then it turned into, a lot of vulnerability, a lot of just giving men permission to talk about things that we don't talk about, giving women an insight into what it looks like inside of a man's brain on the things we don't tell them what we're struggling with. Started having some amazing people come on the show, and we've been to Hollywood to interview a couple celebrities. We're going to Florida next month to interview a couple of really big social media, like 9, 10, 12 million plus followers. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's cool to run into people. And the biggest compliment that I've ever received is someone being like, "Wow, you're the same guy in person as you are online." And we all know people who are not that way. So to me, I'm like, okay, that's a huge compliment, because I think my biggest fear is being seen as like fake. Right.
Yeah, well, people like you for you, and that's huge. So good job on being liked for being yourself.
Thanks. I'm still trying to convince my wife to do that, but I mean,
she'll get on
we'll
board.
see. Eventually. It's been 12 years. She'll get there.
She'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
So, this competition, the Whiskers for Warriors. You want to get into this thing?
So it's not any like officially sanctioned any kind of beard competition. It's all for fun. It's all for a good cause. So the other guy in the picture there with us is Justin Danger Nunley.
I think if you've been on the internet, you know who that is.
Yeah. If you've been anywhere on TikTok, he is another guy that he is the same guy. When I've talked to him on the phone, he is constantly just making you laugh. And he's pulling, he's yanking your chain, but then he's also he's a good guy. As soon as I said veterans and first responders, from the back end side of social media and having a management team and knowing kind of the back end contracts that exists with podcasts and brand deals and appearances and things like that, the amount of money that Justin could be charging for him to just show up and do something in coordination, but that hasn't ever even been a conversation. He just is like, he's like, I'm there. I'll help you put it on. I'm going to bring these friends. He found the venue. He's putting in a ton of legwork to help us put this on. And this is a guy who does brand deals with Harley and NASCAR and, massive brands.
MC'd like the live stream for the CMAs or something like that. Like,
exactly. And
like crazy stuff.
He's done, and he's the guy that puts out one story and 1,000 people show up. So we're insanely grateful that basically what happened is he made a video responding to the last time I shaved my beard off. Mm-hmm. And he's like, why would you do that? Which is kind of, what I go for is the shock and awe with the beard on, beard off. And I made a response video back. I don't think he realized at the time that, I also do a little bit of social media, obviously nowhere near his level. And I got some good traction on that. Thousands of people were tagging him. Justin, you got to do this. You got to do this charity beard competition. He's saying you could shave his beard off. And that's what I told him. I said, hey, we'll fly out to Florida. We'll do a podcast with you all around veterans, mental health and PTSD and first responders, all that stuff. And then we want to put on a charity beard competition where proceeds are going to go to I've Got Your 622, which is a buddy that we've become friends with that we've donated to before, where he provides service dogs and other services to veterans and first responders that struggle with PTSD. We did a small local beard competition with him 2 years ago, and we were able to raise enough money to pay for a single dog for somebody who is struggling with PTSD. So
how much is that? How much is one single dog for someone with PTSD?
It ranges depending on if they've been given puppies donated and if they're the right breed, which I didn't realize that was a thing. They got to be a very specific breed and mannerisms. And then they work with trainers. So sometimes they've had dogs as cheap as $2,500, but they can get upwards of $8,000-9,000 because they're a very specialty trained. It's not this is a dog that's being trained to follow triggers and to help with trigger management and trigger avoidance and how to, bring a veteran or first responder who's struggling with something, bring them back to reality and ground them. And so, and as most, 501(c)(3)s that like I've got your 622 is, there's just this constant need of cash flow, because to provide services to the, to the nation's heroes, it's not cheap. I mean, it's not just the dogs too. I mean, they're doing, hey, so-and-so, he had to go spend some time in an in-care patient facility, but he was going to lose his house. So they paid his mortgage for a minute or two there. So our goal is to get the weirded beardo community and pair it up with the veteran community out in Pensacola, put on this big event. It's all going to just be for bragging rights and for fun. We're doing like 8 or 9 categories at most, mustache, freestyle, a couple different beard lengths. And the goal is going to be get as much as we possibly can to donate to Brian at I've Got Your 622. And the cool thing is Tyson, my counterpart, business partner, he works for the Air Force. He's a private contractor at the Air Force Base here in Utah. And when we found Brian by actually doing research of which, there's different ratings for charity companies on how much they actually give versus what they say they do. Brian is top tier. That's why we decided to originally start working with him, is we don't want to be donating to someone that they're actually only donating 40% of proceeds or 50%.
We've ran into those type of things through, competitive bearding. People are like, oh, well, when we're given a percentage of so-and-so to the charity or whatever. But yeah, man, it's good to find that one that's actually given the giant. And that's the big thing is we wanted to do too, is we have our own sponsors and our own brands that are paying Dad Bods and Beards way out to Florida. So we're not using this as like and then we're going to give Brian 60% of the proceeds. Like, no, what is donated through, we say ticket sales because that's what the city of Fort Walton Beach said we had to like police attendance. Okay. It's $12 for general entry and $25 if you want to compete, but that's all going to Brian. So that's a way for us to generate more donations for him. And then there will be places to donate on site while you're there. The whole goal is just, like I said, get as much as we can for a great cause for everybody who gives so much to us. So yeah, man, it sounds like y'all are doing great work, and you're doing it with your heart in the right place, and you're doing the beard competition, and that's what we generally talk about. So it
is stressful, man. Holy cow. I don't know how you guys put on as much as you do all year round, especially these nationals and these worlds and all that stuff. Holy cow.
It takes a village.
No, it is. It's not just a few people.
Yeah.
Not by any means. So.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot of potential people showing up at this event, right? Because of Justin. So you've got your it's 2 days, your event.
Yeah. So August 8th, we're doing a VIP night where we're going to shoot the podcast, where VIP, that one is, we're making that one $100. You can come in, watch the show, be filmed live, do the meet and greet. Got Justin and a bunch of other cool social media buddies that are coming out, and then dinner provided. So that one we're going to shoot it anyways. We figured, hey, if there's anybody who wants to kind of have this cool extra little perk, and we can throw another $100 in the donation bin.
Absolutely.
And then, that one's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's going to be just a cool hangout. But then on the 9th, we're doing 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the beard competition, but we're going to have fire trucks out there, a bunch of police cars, and then first responders. And we're going to have, this is a really cool part. We've got a really close friend who is the voice of the Medal of Honor recipients. He is a national speaker, and he speaks on behalf of recipients of the Medal of Honor. And he's bringing a couple of buddies that are actually Medal of Honor recipients to come be our unofficial judges of the beard competition. So it's going to be cool. They're going to be going to base specifically off of what they think is the coolest. We're not bringing out measuring tapes. We're not, we're just, it's all for fun. It's going to be all in the fact that we're going to have actual Medal of Honor recipients in attendance. And, if you know what it takes to become a Medal of Honor recipient, it's for them to get out there in big public settings and stuff like that is huge. So
could be rough on them. So
yeah. So, but we're gonna have food trucks. We're gonna have a bit, fun time, music. It's gonna be August in Florida, so it's gonna be hot, but it's inside outside.
Okay.
It's a cool venue. We got a bunch of it's a custom garage. They're gonna have everything from classic cars all the way to Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff there.
Dang.
We got a Justin
Yeah,
himself is bringing his recreation General Lee. It's gonna be there. So
I looked at that place, the Gulf Customs Motors. It's a cool place, man.
it's rad, man. They got rat rods in there. They got Lamborghinis. It's cool stuff, man.
Do you think the beard competition will be inside or is it going to be an outside thing?
Oh yeah, the beard competition is going to be inside.
Okay.
So the outside is going to be food trucks and some booths of some companies that are going to come be present. Or we've got a government agency out there that's going to be offering information on VA benefits and things like that. And we've got some other organizations that are going to be out there. But inside is where there's going to be the beard competition, where we're going to have a couple of people speak. Going to have the judges sitting there, and that's what we're only keeping it at 3 hours because people will kind of lose their steam when it's 85 degrees out but 115 with the heat index. So
yeah, for sure.
But we're gonna have a whole wrangle of food trucks outside, and we're gonna make the best of it, and we'll just, like I said, all for a good cause.
Here's a question from Roy. He said, "Is there live music and do you have a band? What date?"
We just have a soundtrack we're gonna be playing. So if there's anybody who would like to be featured as playing some live music, and be aware that you probably would be outside, we would love to have you. So
there you go.
Because I'm being from California, living in Utah, planning an event in Florida. It's something else. I'll tell you that.
I can only imagine if you're planning something so far away.
Yeah. So I'm relying a lot on you can do that? Cool. This is all for charity.
Yeah. Sounds good. You can be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the way down to, you gotta have the porta-john on site because we're anticipating about 1,000 people. You can't, they don't have a bathroom that's that can accommodate that. And so the cool part is we have a company that normally they charge, $300 per unit. They're giving them to us for pennies on the dollar because it's for veterans and first responders. So we've got a lot of community outreach of people out there hearing what we're doing that are like, hey, let me help you here. Let me help you here. So.
Cover John says, "What's up, guys? Good old Logan talking about bathrooms. Nothing new."
Yeah. Get out of here, Tyson.
I was about to say that's probably Tyson over there, I would imagine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100% Tyson.
Yeah. So Roy, it's all the information is in the show notes. You can click on the Eventbrite link and it has absolutely everything. It is slam packed with information.
It is.
It is in Fort Walton Beach, Florida on August 8th and 9th. So Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, near the Pensacola area, but yeah, specifically Fort Walton Beach, which is right next door, which it's in the Panhandle, and everybody says that's the spot to be in Florida, right? Like
everybody knows that Orlando's the spot to be in Florida.
Oh, really? Is it? See, yeah. I don't know. I've never been to Florida, so.
Well, now you won't be able to say that in a couple of weeks. You're going to Florida.
Well, we're trying to get our buddy. I don't know if you guys know Robert Michaelis. He's like one of the biggest beards that's not involved in like the beard side of social media, other than doing some brand promotions.
Yeah,
but we're hoping to get him out there, but he's down in the Orlando area, and so he's like, "Oh, that's going to be a drive," and you forget how big Florida is. So,
yeah, I was thinking it was definitely further away from me than I was thinking it was because the Panhandle's way over there, but.
Well, you should still come, man. Right?
I'd love to make the drive over there and come see y'all and check out your live podcast and all that cool stuff. But we'll see. It's not a no for sure. We would definitely enjoy being over there.
Yeah, but then the funnest thing of the whole thing is at the very end of the competition at close to 2 p.m. on that Saturday, beard's coming off and. Yeah, and I'm currently in the process of trying to coerce Manscaped into paying to do it. So because
they should.
I've had conversations with Schick and other razors and stuff in the past, but whoever runs their social media, they always respond way too late. So
Right.
they're like, oh dang, we missed it. So yeah, but yeah,
no,
we're
that's pretty crazy. I would drive down to see it, but it's a little further for me.
Yeah, he's in Spokane. That's
oh yeah, sheesh. Hey, you're even further than me.
I am a bit.
so what? So are you going to go completely bald face? You going to keep your mustache, or what do you?
We're
what do you
going.
normally do?
We're going. You know, zero, no guard, no. You know, on
Nothing.
the clippers, just all the way down to. It's again. I probably won't go. You know, shaving cream and razor because who knows what kind of ingrown hairs I'd get. You know, a day or two after that.
Yeah, you don't.
But yeah, I'm gonna go down, take the whole thing off. This is only a year. I grow pretty quick. So
That was going to be my next question. How long is that? So a year. That's solid, dude. That's super solid for a year.
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Well, maybe 13 months or so. It was just after Father's Day. I
That's
think last
still
year.
a freaking
That's a
year.
year.
I mean, come on.
with a trim about every 8 weeks or so. I take the split ends and dead ends off. So
I'll
it's
tell you what. Leaving that mustache though.
yeah, I do not trim the mustache. I'm a big believer that the mustache is the bow on top of the present.
Thank you for that.
100%. I'm
I
just talking about
appreciate
you
that.
cut down everything but that mustache. You might find a whole nother world. I'll tell you. What.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I told my wife she's excited to see my face. She always likes it. And then she strategically plans family photos after every time I cut it off.
Of course.
Mm.
Of course.
But I told her I'm going to do the mustache for a little bit after. I'm going to kind of go the Tom Selleck or the, you know, Omni Man if you like comic books and things like that. But what I'm most interested is to see what it's going to be like getting through the airport on Sunday after the event, because my license very much so looks like this.
Absolutely. And that's what I was
You
about
might
to
get
say.
some
Everybody that
questions.
visits your house wants to know who's that with your wife in the picture.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna have to going through TSA. I'm just gonna have to
Right.
like this.
You just wear a
matches.
mask.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, seriously.
Yeah, wear a mask. Yeah, but I mean, maybe keep that mustache. I mean, mustaches are huge now. I
Oh, yeah.
know
That thing
when we
is
were at,
crazy.
it is crazy. We were at Worlds, and you know we've done national events and stuff. It's like the last 3 or 4 years, the mustache categories are just getting out of hand. Really.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm buddies with Phil, who just won.
Yeah.
Freestyle, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, his is nuts. I mean, I've never been able to style. Like I've tried the wax
What?
and I've tried to style it, but I just let it. I just kind of have trained it to lay down and lay flat.
Right.
So,
It lays right. Good job.
but I also use a hot comb, like a straightener, quite a bit to kind of get it to not be so curly and right here. And so,
and use Copper John's products, right? So I mean that's really probably one of the things that really helps it be its best as well. I mean,
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I know it's that was actually the start of all that. Was just message Tyson on TikTok and I was like, hey, I keep seeing your stuff everywhere. I was like, what's your scent profile like? And he's like, oh, let me send you some stuff. And then he's like, oh, you live in Utah? And he's like, me too. And then it's all been downhill from there.
Sight. And y'all just
Love
like
at
were
first
in
sight,
the
yeah.
park, and then you saw each other and it's like embraced and just hugged, and you've never let each other go.
You know what? It would be
walked away.
I would say you're wrong, but I mean, you guys have seen the social media, so
I've seen you.
yeah,
You all are in
Kind of-
love.
yeah. Well, we jokingly have played into that quite a bit because it's very buzzworthy on social media that two guys can't be friends without there being something more going on. So we play into that, and it is so fun, and it's just another testament of kind of like secure versus insecure masculinity, and it's just funny. But at the same time, all jokes aside, I've had instances over the last 3+ years since being friends with Tyson, and that guy has picked me up off the ground, helped put me back together and get me on my way. So it's all joking aside, I think men need strong relationships with other guys to just
I agree.
keep us moving in the right direction, build us up when we're feeling broken down, because you know, there's a lot of spaces in this world for men, but I don't think there's a lot of healthy spaces, which is what we do. What we do is when you look like this and you tell another guy like, hey, it's okay to have feelings and it's okay to get help with your mental health. It's okay to feel like you're failing, but you gotta pick yourself up and you got to do something about it. And you got to seek the right help and know when it's time to say, I don't know, but I need to figure it out. It can really change some lives. And, Tyson and I there is no Dad Bods and Beards without either one of us. And I could not do what we do without him and the same and vice versa. And so I'm grateful to have found a best friend and a business partner and somebody that, I know for a fact if something were to happen to me, he would be my wife's first call. So
Right.
Well, I'm glad you got each other, man.
There is not. You were absolutely right. There is not enough. There's not enough concentration on men's mental health, and it's a huge thing. And it's not something you should be trapped inside of. That sucks very bad.
And it's getting better though, which is great. Is places like this that give you the opportunity and the platform to talk about it. Because the more we get rid of that stigma, we're big on emotional intelligence. Is that it's really, really easy to be quiet and tell everybody that I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm just stressed. Okay. I'm just tired. It's just work. But it takes a lot.
As guys, I think that's what we're just kind of taught to do, right? Yeah. But you don't have to think like that. It's actually okay to not think like that. It's the wildest thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like you said. I mean, it's a higher form, in my opinion. I think it's a higher form of masculinity for a guy to be like, I'm not okay. Like I'm not struggling because I mean, we have the suicide rate for men is 80% of all suicides are men. And good so Lord, it just, and it's because we don't feel like we have places to talk about it without judgment. And it takes on average one time for a man to be shut down when he was being vulnerable, that his chances of like increase significantly of him never speaking about it again. It takes one opportunity for a guy to be told, I don't have time for you or time for that, or I don't want to hear it. And it's like, okay, fine. And if you guys remember the show, The Italian Job, the movie, and in the beginning, she's telling her dad, well, hey, I'm fine. And he goes, well, you know what fine stands for is freaked out, insecure, neurotic, emotional. So yeah, we're all fine. We're all fine. Everybody's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but it doesn't have to be melancholy all the time. It can be, dark. Everybody loves a little bit of dark humor. And it's when you realize that we all are going through a lot of the same stuff, just in different fonts. We're creatures of connection. We like to talk. We like to get together. We like to, grieve with each other, and you form beautiful, amazing friendships and connections when you are there for people and people are there for you.
Absolutely.
So, that's such a awesome message, man. Just
thank you.
Yeah, this show's just been full of just great messages. I appreciate you very much.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate the time. Chatting with you guys. I mean, this is new territory for me, putting on something like this. So
yes.
Well, so far you are killing it from my perspective. Just going through this even bright, you've thought of everything. Your little question and answer, or your little question Q&A down at the bottom, the frequently asked questions. Are you kidding me? Like that's actually, that should go on more people's things. I mean, I feel like I don't really have many questions to ask you about this event because you've laid it all out there.
It's all in the Eventbrite page.
Yeah.
I think what I did is I just, as I told my wife we were putting on a show, as she asked me questions, I just wrote them down. And I'm like, okay, those are going to be my FAQs on the event page.
So
yeah.
Who's going to be there? When's it going to be? What's it?
Yeah.
No,
will
you went
Justin
down
James Nunley be there in person? Yes.
Yeah.
He will be there in person. I like that.
Also, chat GPT is a hell of a drug, man. I utilize the crap out of that in the best ways. So
a lot of people do, and it's definitely a tool a lot of people use, and it's scary. It's scary.
It is a little scary, but
you got to use it the right way. Like that's the thing is I always say please and thank you, because one day when they take over, I'm totally going to be on the okay side.
Are you kidding
you should.
I have literally only really used it to help me with one thing, and it won for me. So that's great. And that's speaking of when you talk about worlds, it's going to be pretty close to you in 2029, by the way, because I won it for 2029 in Spokane, Washington. So But
Nice.
ChatGPT helped me with my knowing what people were going to ask me and being able to be ready for my questions and all that.
I mean,
stuff.
it's an amazing resource if you know how to. I mean, everyone else is using it like Google, like the dumbest questions. But
Mhm.
when you, which I do too at the same time. But like if you you can set the parameters and you can help it. I mean, I use it as like I'm big on just educating myself as much as I can on different things, and I gave it a bunch of different resources of like, hey, I'm setting up this event in Florida. What are the rules and the guidelines and the laws in this area in Florida that I need to be aware of so that I don't get blindsided? And it was like, boom, it hit me with all these. And then all the phone numbers I needed to call the different, local authorities to, hey, you need this sign off. If you want to have food trucks, you got to have this. And so
Smart.
I might be making me dumber, but I'm hitting all the right boxes, I guess. So.
Well, everybody needs to listen to this episode and take notes because that's exactly what you need to be doing. I did notice something with that exact thing that you just said, asking a bunch of questions and getting permits and stuff like that. Is this an alcohol-free event?
So we're not going to be providing any, and as far as we know,
some verbiage on the event page is why.
So it is family friendly, right? But we are not providing anything other than water and bathrooms and a good ass time.
Gotcha.
But the food trucks, on the other hand, they have their own stipulation of what
so
they can or
food trucks can have their thing.
Yeah, so they have all of their own guidelines and their own rules and regulations, and it's going to be on private property. So if the food trucks provide it and you can purchase it,
cool.
Yeah, and if you got an unmarked thermos, I'm not asking any questions. So
yeah, because I don't drink, but I know it's very important for beard competitions to function properly for there to be alcohol.
Well, I mean,
I think it's like part of the whole thing. So
I don't know if you can see one of our we got Beardwiser, King of Beards is one of our shirts. We get where it comes into play with beard or with the beard community. So
it does.
Yeah, you guys.
I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, okay. You can bring drinks, but we won't provide. Not against it.
Yeah.
We just don't want the responsibility. Smart.
When you get into all of the red tape that comes with that, I was like, I don't got time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, if you're bringing it with you, it's on private property. Food trucks there, I know, especially in that neck of the woods with one of the barbecue trucks we're having, I guarantee you they're going to have some cold ones there. So, but
be responsible, be safe, have a great time, and raise money for charity. That's literally.
And there will be police there. So
there you go.
Don't be crazy.
Like the whole police department's going to be there.
Yeah.
So be cool.
But if you mess up, there will also be paramedics. There will also be firefighters. There's like we're okay. This is probably the safest place you could be for 3 hours on a Saturday. So
man. I mean, everybody should just go to this event. I think that's just the moral of this story. I posted the Eventbrite link in the show notes on YouTube and Facebook. We'll definitely share it on all of our social media. Click on the Eventbrite, and there's no question that you can think of that is not answered on that very well done page.
It's set up so
Go
well.
to it. $25 to compete. All money goes to the charity. If you just want to come hang out, it's $12 to get in. You can meet Logan in person. And
Tyson.
sorry, I messed up your name, and I'll fix it. I got called out on it. It's probably not the first time.
I've gotten to the point.
Ian Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it's funny is that literally my whole life, when everyone's, you say Petersen, I always say like, yeah, it's Petersen with an EN. Like it's literally just, I always trail that right after.
My last name is Johnston with a STON. And all my life has been Johnson. And when I married my wife, I was like, just so you know, this is going to be a thing for the rest of your life. And she's been dealing with that for 17 years.
That's how my wife is with Petersen. And then it always follows up with the useless dad fact of why EN versus ON names and how it applies to basically if it's an EN name, you have ties to Denmark. And if it's ON, it's the other Scandinavian countries. So
there you go.
That's what it is. So it's a useless fact that follows.
Nice. Well, this is the most important fact that I just learned tonight on the show. That I was there the first time that you and Tyson met.
So it's
I didn't know.
fated, man. You got to come. You got to come to our.
Was
first
that?
ever
Oh,
beer-
that was Great American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was at Snowbird here in Utah.
Right.
It
Right.
was.
Right.
Oh, there's Dino. Okay, you can talk about one of the most supportive guys in the beard community is Dino. He is everywhere in everybody's lives, everybody's comment sections, everybody's social media.
That's
That
awesome.
guy is the most supportive guy. I mean, when we kicked off our podcast and he'd been in the Copper John's lives, I don't think the dude has missed an episode at all. So
Well, Dino had your back. He hit me with this at 10
yeah,
o'clock. this
I am
morning.
not surprised. I'm not surprised. Dino he has such attention to detail that I'm not surprised he's the one that caught that. So
Well, I do.
he's
not
always got
have
my back.
detail because I literally looked for 20 minutes because I was trying to figure out. I was like, EN. I was going through everything. I was like, what did I misspell? What is this guy talking
Yeah.
about? And
Yeah.
as soon as the show started, he popped on there. I was like, God dang it.
Well, we had the,
That's what it was.
Dino came out and visited me and Tyson here in Utah last year.
Yeah.
And we went and all of us went and pounded a bunch of sushi for a couple hours sitting there talking. And yeah, he's a like I said, one of the most supportive guys of
That's
the
super
beard
cool.
community and mental health community and everything in between.
We have a Dino. His name's Justin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's our Dino. He supports us.
Yeah, you got to get out there, Justin. So
There you go. Well, buddy, thank you very much for coming by. This was
thanks for
an
having me.
amazing conversation, dude. You anytime you got something that you want to talk about, you just reach out and you have an open platform here. We'll boot anybody probably.
gotta have the beard come back first, right? Because you'll be like, who's this guy?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean that's gonna be
Right.
kind of requirement. So
It
we'll
might
see in
even
like
be
6
more
months.
funny that way, to be
Right.
honest with you.
I mean, honestly, I have a 5 o'clock shadow by breakfast if I shave
That's
them.
Right.
cool.
So
It takes me forever to grow this thing. But Logan, thank you for stopping by, buddy. You're a delight. Tons of good knowledge and great information
talking,
and just overall just great. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
thanks for having me. And Aaron, I mean, it goes without saying thank you. You took my call a couple weeks ago and I was like, I got no idea what the hell I'm doing. Can you give me the rundown? I know you're involved in this. Dan C was like, call Aaron. Aaron knows everything when it comes to beard competitions. So
I appreciate that very much.
appreciate you guys. So
Yeah. Anytime, buddy. And yeah, good luck with your event and hopefully we make it and I get to see you. And so
but all right, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure.
all right, dude. Have a good night.
Great to meet you, Logan.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
All right, see ya. All right, everybody, go down there. Go to this event. It's gonna be amazing. You know it is. Logan told you all about it. So down there in
I wish I was going.
Fort Walton Beach, Florida, August 8th and 9th. 8th is the VIP night. Dad Bods and Beards, Justin Nunley just doing podcast stuff. And yeah, Saturday, beard competition, 11 to 2. Car show, food trucks, the works, all day. Go to it. Go down there, support their event, support their charity. Go look at fire trucks and stuff. Sneak alcohol in. Do all the things.
The whole
And,
thing sounds amazing, right?
man.
So yeah, that's great.
thanks,
Whiskers
Logan.
for
Appreciate it.
Warriors.
Whiskers for Warriors. That's it, man. We're Panhandle of Florida. Sean Glander, just right up the road from you.
It's so close to me that I'm like thinking about, canceling my hair appointment that day. So I would honestly, I should have canceled Worlds and went to this awesome event and hung out
we're
with
already
the
there.
awesome people. I'd have got to met Danger himself. And
Did you
Logan and
know?
Tyson?
Did you know Justin's going to be there?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was talked about during this awesome show. So, but yeah,
Well, that's it.
I
What
could
else are we
really
having?
see kicking it with Logan and Tyson as well. So maybe I'll just make a trip to Utah soon. We'll see.
Go for it.
It's close. I can drive there.
You can. It's right up the road. Mullet update.
Is it really though?
I mean, he sent me a new one, but I forgot to load it. But that's
Okay.
all good.
I was like, I feel like I've seen this update. Like,
That was the last week's update. But yeah, everybody go check out some Simply Me, right?
You should do it.
We've launched that. They've got a nail oil on the website, bracelets, the face wash, the diffuser, and just a little bit of everything. So go to simplymeproducts.com. Go check that out. Nat's Little Buds. Hit her up. She's
How about
that's
this?
not
I'm going to say this right now,
oops.
and I'm not even asking the ladies for the Simply Me's before you moved on to Nats. I mean, we'll talk about that too, but I'm going to say the next order for Simply Me, I'm going to double it. The very next order for Simply Me, order now. The next order, I'm doubling it.
So order any of these things from simplymeproducts.com and you'll get twice. So if you order 100 things, you will get 200 things in the mail.
You will. Do it now.
So
That's a big order.
that's a giant order. You all should all do that. So do that. And then there we go. Then we moved on to Nat's Little Buds. She makes all the cool stuff. This one's not accurate. Maybe next year. That's Mother's Day. But yeah.
They're amazing. I can contest to that. That's for sure. We've got a lot of Nat's Little Buds around this house.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. I also have
plants.
I got some Nat's Little Buds as well.
Yeah, you do.
Look at that.
Ooh, I don't have a sunflower. That may be in my next order.
You should.
I know.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere, but
sunflowers.
Oh my gosh. Don't drop that. Okay. Anyway, thanks for everybody for watching and checking it out. Thank you, Logan, for stopping by. What a great guest, man. Very
nice. Very awesome. And he's rocking it for throwing this thing together without really knowing what he's doing. It's awesome. So
he should do a podcast probably. He was good at talking.
He communicated well.
He was a great communicator, but we do okay communicating, but not like that. That was next level communicating, Sean.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all we got. And next week we've got a doozy of a show. Beers on the Rock 7 with the one and only Sean Big Sexy Glander talking all about Beards on the Rocks.
We're going to talk about
we're going to learn about it. We're going to learn about it. I don't know how this is going to work. Do I need another co-host or I don't know. It's going to be weird.
Maybe we do another co-host and maybe like me and I don't know. I'll just come on as a guest.
You'll just come on as a guest. I got this. I can interview by myself. So
I was going to say me and maybe another Spokane beard mustache, but you know what? We'll see. People's schedules are tight. So
tune in and find out. We will be talking about Beards on the Rock 7 next week with Sean Glander and or someone else. The end.
You'll see me.
Sean will be here for sure. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And yeah, everybody have a great night.
See you next Tuesday.
And see you next Tuesday. Gosh, Natalie, you're so good. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
See y'all later.